What up, what up, what up, what up, what up to another edition of Honest Assholes. This is the one and only, the Messiah, Mr. Vega, holding it down for another episode. What it do? Told y'all I come out with every episode every week. We have fun, we talk shit, we get serious. You already know what it is, man. Let's get it popping. To my left, man, is my bro in crime, Mr. O'Neill's popping, my brother. Coming back.
What it do, family?
You know what I'm saying? We got Miss Denadra, aka Dee. She's back one time. You know what I'm saying? What's up, girl? Biscuit, all that stuff. You saw the rear end, you would know why. So
I just thought she liked biscuits, bro.
yeah, okay.
I thought it was just like she had like a fondness
Yeah,
for biscuits.
she like biscuits. Anyway, Miss Lala,
Hey.
welcome back. You ain't been on this
Thank
couple
you.
episodes.
I know.
I see that you back in full effect. Got the braids popping, the back.
You feel me?
Background,
Summertime vibes.
You know what I'm saying? We got a first timer. I gotta introduce bro right, man. You know, bro been trying to get on and he been real excited about getting on this episode. And I told him I was gonna get with him. I would like to introduce my bro, Ant Dog, Money Ant. What's up, Brody?
Yeah.
I had to pull the chains out.
Yeah, man. I see you over there trying you blinding the nigga, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And the one and only, my big homie, my big man in crime, Mr. Mizzle. What's the deal, bro?
What's the deal? You know why we here. You know why we here. You know what I'm saying? For those that don't know, Money Ant, that's my little bro. You know what I'm saying? You already know. You feel me? Gang shit.
First brothers to bless
Yeah.
honest assholes. Blood biological brothers, man. Shout out
Biological brothers. Yeah.
to my peoples, man. I got love for them, man. And you know what I'm saying? They're one of the reasons why I'm doing this shit, man. So black love tonight, man. It's a lot of black love tonight, man. We're gonna show the world what it's like to unite when black people come together, talk about good things, have a good time. You know what I'm saying? And all y'all looking good. Y'all melanin is popping. I see all y'all. And we're about to get up in this, man. And tonight's episode, the structure of black people. What are we lacking and what do we need to improve on? Now, Mike, me and you, we talked about on this episode, bro, because there's a lot of things that's going on in the black community that we need to address, we need to talk about. A lot of people don't like to open their minds about it, and I figured what better way to do it than honest assholes. I put all this stuff together, got a bunch of notes, got a couple questions. I hit each and every one of y'all with them, and we're going to have some fun tonight, man. So let's get up in this. First and foremost, I'm going to start with Miss D, Miss Denadra. I'm going to start with you, girl. In your honest opinion, what do you think black people struggle with the most? And by you being in the field, like the teaching field, I'm pretty sure you see a whole lot, you know, dealing with kids, dealing with parents. So your opinion, what do you feel that black people, what do we struggle with the most? And it can be anything.
That's not an easy question because there's a lot of factors that contribute.
Speak on.
I would say, I guess our values in terms of what's valuable, like the things that we place importance on doesn't make us any money.
Give an example. Quick example.
So for example, your 2010 Benz is nothing.
A decade
like
old.
that money that you're spending towards a car that's depreciating once you drive it off the lot could be used towards something else that can make you money years and years down the road.
Like
I mean, stock property, intellectual property like trademarks, copyright. I guess that's it for now.
That's a good way to open it up right there, because everything that you just named, we do lack a lot of that. You know, there's not too many African Americans that's invested in property property. Not too many of us know about stocks. I feel like a lot of us didn't learn about stocks until we got older. I feel like it should have been taught in school along with real estate, along with credit, a lot of the stuff that's gonna we're gonna use in the world. You know what I'm saying? So that's a good way to open that door right there, man. You know what I'm saying? And dog, since you a guest, man, what do you feel that black people, what do we struggle with the most, bro?
Ability to be cohesive together, and like, like, to be honest, like, other races, like, let's say, like, Hispanics, like, in one house, so they all, get up. You know what I'm saying? They'll all in one house together, and all pay the bills ways, just so they all could save and come together. But us, we'd rather struggle on our own.
Nope, I don't want to be on camera.
Our family, and do the same thing and be able to save up. And the ability also with, like, I'd say information. You know what I mean? Like, I say I got a hot stock or something. I make money off of stocks. You feel me? I'll charge the homie. Somebody will charge me for information on a hot stock. You know what I mean? Give me my bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? We both people. We help each other get up. You know what I mean? You share a game with me. I share a game with you. Everything comes up with our race. You know what I'm saying? We always trying to be a step above each other. That's what holds us back.
Nice.
Valid point. Valid point.
Yeah, very valid point, man. I'm glad you spoke on that because absolutely one of my homeboys made a meme the other day and I was tend to agree with it. He said that my white friends don't charge me game, but my black friends do.
Man,
for sure.
Speak on that.
And I was like, it was funny how he said it, but once I looked at it like logically, I was like, hey, that's a lot of truth to that because I've personally been in that position. You know what I'm saying? Where I had a few people that wasn't black give me more advice or game, whatever you want to call it, more than the average person I talk to. And that doesn't like discredit the person or what. I just felt it goes back to what Ant said, man. You know, we so busy trying to be a step above each other. You know what I'm saying? Let's try to win together.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Lala, what you think about that, Lala? Like, what do you think we struggle with the most? Because I know you in your field, what you in, you see a whole lot of, racial tension. You see a whole lot of us. Basically, the county, we see all that shit.
Yeah, there's no structure. The lack of structure.
Facts.
A lot of people don't have a solid foundation now, or they didn't grow up in a solid foundation. It's a lot of dysfunction out here.
And my bro Eugene, about you and Ant both doing music, I'm pretty sure y'all both seen that on the music side. Like you seen, like you may have been around people or worked with people that you try to get some game from or some type of advice when it comes to the music. But like Ant said, they might have charged you or they might have just it was just some form of it was basically for free. So absolutely, like anything you want
Ant hit it right on the head. We have an issue with giving game to someone and then taking that game and doing something more than what that person who gave game. You know what I'm saying? That's honestly from what I've seen when it comes to especially the music situation. Yeah. That's more so how they try to come at it. You know what I'm saying? Like gatekeepers. You know what I'm saying? Like you have shit like people who intentionally like see this person who's dope. I'm not gonna fuck with him. You know what I'm saying? But this nigga right here, who's trash, whatever you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna do whatever I can, you know what I'm saying, to basically,
get your way. Yeah.
Get your way pretty much. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yep. So I agree with that with everybody with it.
Yeah. Because that's a valid point too, because Mike, I want to bring something up to you, bro. Now, bro, me and you, we've been down for over 20 years. You know what I'm saying? Football, high school, and all that shit. But let's keep it 100, bro. Like when you pulled up to my party last year, you know what I'm saying? And then when you presented me that opportunity that you helped me out with, how long it took we haven't even talked in a long time before that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So for us that was a prime example of us coming together and helping each other out. because I tell you all
For
the
sure.
time, the opportunity that you gave me, bro, that you helped me out with, helped me out a whole lot. You know,
Right,
and
right.
And I felt like that right there was a prime example. If we look out for each other, it brings us close together. Now, Mike, me and you, we talk more than we ever did.
Yeah, more than ever. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure. And just to answer the question, we're the only race that's in competition with each other. Like, we're the only race that, like, again, like, if we come together, we can have more. It's always some type of hating. It's like, you know, again, like with the music game, like Eugene and my brother said, like, it's guys that's gatekeepers that is really talented people, but you know, they'll fuck with somebody that's less talented because they can control the narrative. You get what I'm saying? Like, we're the only race that it's like genuine, like dealing with somebody. It's not genuine no more. It's like it's a motive behind it. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta, you know, it's like, what do I get out of the situation? Now, I'm a firm believer and how, you know, me and my brother was raised, you know, in our household with our mom, you know, God rest her soul. Like, we didn't count favors. You get what I'm saying? Like, it was the next person up. If I have it, we all got it. And, you know, and that's how it's supposed to be. Even with friends, like, we consider friends family. Anybody that has came and ate at mom's house or been around mom or had a conversation with mom, she embraced the people like, you know, how we would want to be embraced. But again, this community, we're the only, like, you know, Ms. D said, like, yeah, like, you know, we put money into shit that don't make any sense. Like, going to the club and stunting, what is that doing? You know what I mean? Like, we're the only race that we cause a lot of shit that happens to it. We cause a lot of friction. We cause a lot of things for us to be profiled. And we quick to always point the blame, which that leads to my next point is accountability. We need to take more accountability for the things that we do. You know, I get it. We live in a racist world, but think about it. Like, we're the only race that we uproar on shit, like, or we feel like we can say what we want to say, do what we want to do, and come as we go, and we're loud, we're flashy, and that's the reality of it. And which ties to my last point is we have to be truthful with ourselves. Like, we got to stop making excuses for why we didn't have this, why we didn't have that. Like, no disrespect, but the Latino race, if anybody knows real Latinos, like, they work together. They work together, but they're the ones that's going in and they're getting approved for these loans and have these businesses. I hate to say we have the Asians over here selling our products, our hair products, like the whole line.
In Africa.
Right, but if you think about it, we're the only race that's flashy. We're the only race that we feel like, oh, we're having this Gucci outfit or a 2010 Benz, as Ms. D said, like we're high class, or, you know, or how women be like, oh, I'm a bad bitch. Like, you know, I got a 30-inch weave and I got a Birkin bag. And
yeah.
You know what I mean? So
I'm dipping in the Hellcat, which I had no idea Dodge, you know, out of the last 10 years, Dodge was doing that, but, you know.
Right. So that's just what it is. Yeah, so that's just basically.
The question I want to ask, because since we're talking about it, all y'all can answer individually. What do y'all think caused that? Like, why do y'all think that black people are such in competition with each other? Why we're not trying to uplift each other? Like, what do you think caused that? Like, is it our history that hasn't been taught correctly? Is it
a lot of it is insecurity?
Is it the game banging? Because, you know, we'll come. I know, like I said, we all know game bangers, man. Niggas will come together for a stupid ass cause. Nigga, we'll come together. Niggas gonna shoot some niggas up or go ride on some niggas who some food. But we can't come together and get some game from each other, buy some property from each other, all types of shit.
So you gotta remember, some of the niggas who just went out and slid out with each other, nigga, 2 weeks later probably gonna have beef with each other.
Exactly. So that goes to the original question. Like, what do y'all think caused the dividing of us? Like, you know, I said, Lala, we can start with you.
I know.
Come on in. You missed the guest appearance.
I know what divided the black people.
Mr. Nutt.
Wanting to sit at the white man's table divided black people. prior to desegregation, everything black was in the community. It stayed in the community. The moment the white man said, "Here, you guys can come and spend your money over here. Hey, you can come and buy land over here. Hey, you can bank with us. Hey, you can come to these doctor facilities." The black man said, "I want to be like the white man. Let me sit at y'all table. Thank you for the invitation." But in reality, all it did was take the black dollar out of the black community and it divided the black folk. Because those who could afford to go and spend what the white folks did, and the ones who didn't were stuck trying to figure it out. Same thing is happening in today's time. Black folk get rich, not wealthy, because there's a big difference. Black folk get rich, and the first thing they do is go make another white man richer or wealthier, instead of putting it back into the black community that made them.
That's
I
a
never
bar.
understood that about rappers.
That's a bar. That's a bar, bro.
If majority of your consumers in the rap industry are poor black people, why do you then turn around and go and spend your money with the wealthy white man? The folks that bought your shit ain't living like you, and the people that you're trying to live like don't live like you anyway. So I get it.
Absolute fact.
And I'm not talking about moving out of the hood, because everybody that got a little bit of something do need to live in a better, safer environment. But at the end of the day, what would Gucci be but without black folk? What would Louis Vuitton be without black folk who's trying to keep up in appearance? Most wealthy white people don't even wear that shit.
That's why I said it. A lot of it has to do with being insecure. A lot of black people have insecurities, and they want to be like white people.
Think about all of the black clothing lines that boomed for 1 to 5 year period that no longer is relevant, because black folk will wear it for a little bit and then they go right back to spending the money with the white man every time. Wanting to eat at the white man's table divided black folk. And I don't care what nobody say, that was the beginning of our downfall. After slavery, because slavery was obviously the biggest blow to us. But desegregation, had we waited another 45, 50 years to build generational wealth in the black community, we would have had a leg to stand on in this economic country that we live in. But they knew that black folk were on the uprise. That's why you had events that took place like the burning of Black Wall Street, the slaughter in Rosewood. These are all black dominated communities that had everything was their own. They said, "Oh no, we don't need that. We don't want that happening. Y'all come eat with us." And that's what the ones that could afford it did. They ran to the white man's table.
I love this. I love it.
I agree with Dwayne.
I'm just keeping it a buck, bro.
Period. Hey, nigga,
that's the truth. Hey, the names are talking.
I 100% agree with Dwayne, but I would also say that the foundation of Black America began with competition because we were in survival mode. So
absolutely,
we weren't really thinking about the next person. And like when Vince asked about why do we place value on things that aren't valuable? I mean, when you've been poor for all these generations, I can understand you do want to stunt for a minute. Like, look at all my cars, look at my shoes, because it does show some level of, I don't want to say wealth, but like you got it. You got, your cars and your clothes. But then at some point we gotta know that it's not worth anything.
Right.
We gotta start doing better. We gotta do better.
Right.
I mean, even like, and I ain't gonna lie, because I'll be in the store and I'll see some cute Nikes, and I'm like, why am I buying some $60 shoes for a kid and he gonna grow out of it in less than a year? when I could put this, like, imagine doing that a couple times a year. All that money that you're spending on things, it's just going down the drain. You could be putting that money, you know, towards property, or you know,
or investing into another black shoe business like myself.
right?
We're not gonna say that.
I agree.
We're not gonna go there. You know what I'm saying? But it's real though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if we're, which goes back to what Nut was saying, as far as like what we had, like, I guess like a little bit like free enterprise when we were doing the you know, when we had Black Wall Street. You know what I'm saying? We were like trying to go slowly grow communities. That type of mentality now isn't prevalent. You know what I'm saying? You're always looking to better up your brother instead of like bigging up your brother.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So the next question I want to ask you, Denasia, I want everybody to answer because, like I said, black people, we on and on. But
nope, I don't want to be on camera.
I'm
not camera ready. I'm sorry.
When it comes to our Black history, what do you feel that they need to? What do you feel that it needs to be taught more into the schools? Because we all grew up Black History 1 month, but I actually learned more history out of school. You know what I'm saying? Because of what I read. So, knowing that I think each and every one of y'all have read and did all that. That's why I want that question to be answered by all y'all. But I'm gonna start with you, Denasia, because you're in that field.
I don't know. I feel like at our generation, we are closer. We're more connected to like civil rights and things pre-civil rights because of our parents. Like the kids coming up, they don't really have that connection. Like my dad, he picked cotton in Mississippi. Kids, kids today don't have, some of their grandparents haven't even picked cotton or experienced that level of oppression in the South. And so I don't want to say like educate Black kids because we experience it every day. I think it's more of educating white kids, but that's a whole other topic.
Conversation, yeah.
I don't think Black kids need to be educated on Black struggle. We know what it is. It's other races that need to know so that they're not oppressing others. But I mean, in order to not make the same mistakes, there are some things that we do need to learn. I mean, like Dwayne was saying with desegregation, that did play a big factor in how we kept wealth within our communities. But there's always outside forces who destroy that. So like with Black Wall Street or Rosewood or all these other Black communities that were destroyed by whites, once that happens, it is hard to start from scratch. And some of us still haven't started from scratch because
for sure.
so messed up from, I mean, like Bruce Beach out there in LA? Like, can you imagine how much, if they had kept that money, what that could have done for their families out there? So I think, I mean, we know, Black kids know, we understand what the struggle is. Most of us know our history. I don't think anything else can be done in terms of that. I mean, really, I think it's about educating white people. But again, that's another show.
Yeah.
What you think, Mike? Like, out of all the shit that we grew up and finding out more about, like what you think they need to like present more in school?
More so, present. It's kind of like to answer your question, but to be completely honest with you, I think it starts in the home. I think the education of everything starts at home. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, we as Black people, and a lot of people probably gonna get upset what I'm getting ready to say, we need to stop pushing certain narratives on our children. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially these kids that play sports, making them feel like that's the only option they do have. It should be gain an education. You know what I mean? Like, things that really matters instead of the flashy or you got to make it, so you can take care of the family and this and that and that and this, instead of raising them to get an education or to help them or teach them about business and things like that. So again, yeah, we can say what the kids can learn in school, but it starts in the home. It starts with, again, the household. It starts with the parents. Like, again, we don't have two-parent households. I didn't grow up in a two-parent household. My brother didn't. We didn't. You know what I mean? But, for us, we use the struggle to become better people. You get what I'm saying? Like, we use that, but nowadays kids are entitled. They're letting the internet raise their kids, or they're just like kind of not spending time and talking to their kids. For me, like, my daughter will be 18 next month. You know what I mean? Like, she just got done graduating. Yeah, I've brought her materialistic things and stuff like that and spoiled her, but I think the best work comes from teaching her the values of life, teaching her, about the struggle, educating her about the struggle, teaching her that, look, like, go get this free education. Like, you don't have to fit a certain criteria to get an education. Like, you can be smart. We can go on our brains. We don't have to chase these big schools. We can go to any school and still get where we need to get to. So I won't say it's the schools, bro. I'll say it needs to be educated in the household. You feel me? It starts directly in the house. You know what I mean? So if that kind of answered it, you know what I mean?
Oh, that was right on the money, my name, because the dude, I said, that's just what it is. I grew up in a two-parent household, so the moms passed and whatnot. So the thing that we had, like, so we had to make sure we had a home to even go to after school. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Pops did everything he could. Raised us. I had a roof over our head, so that made us just want to go out and do it and pay them
for sure.
Get to the grade.
For sure.
And dog,
So
you got something else to say, my brother? You've been kind of quiet over there.
I would say the truth needs to be taught first, because just because a lot of stuff that we learn,
Oh God,
it's not true. You know what I mean? Half of that stuff ain't even true.
Facts.
So, you know what I mean? The history taught in school, and most of it ain't really what happened. So in order for us to learn really about ourselves, we need to know what actually happened in America first. You feel me? We need somebody to write the books and let us know the real story. You feel me? Because I feel like, you know what I mean, I found out after school a lot of things that happened in the history book weren't really real. So, I mean, to be honest, I just feel like the truth should be taught.
Facts. Sure and simple.
The Harrisons, they came to show out tonight. I love it.
Oh, man.
Man. Lala, what's up, girl? I see you over there.
I was actually going to say the same thing, but he already said it. So, got anything to say?
Yeah, definitely.
Come on, D-Nut. I know you got the gym.
Definitely got to tell the truth. The other thing is too is like where's the black pride at in the history books? They skim through and give you the absolute bare minimum about anything positive that black folk did to contribute to America, the birth of America, and where it's at currently. Where's the mention of all of these great inventions, ideas, generals, soldiers, innovators? They don't speak on that. So when you got these little black kids in school that don't have a broad enough idea of what they are capable of, because they aren't being taught that black folk are capable of these things. And then it comes with telling the truth too, because a lot of these things that white folk get credit for, they shouldn't. They actually stole it from us and patented it and ripped the black man off. But if we educated the kids on these great things that black folk did, maybe that will inspire to be engineers, pilots, doctors, surgeons, whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? Instead of thinking all they have as an option is fucking sports. And then they also they need to scrap everything related to economics in school. because school economics teach you. I swear, economic, especially in inner city public schools, economics tell you go to school, get in debt, work that debt off for X amount of years, and retire at the age of 65 with nothing to show for it. It's a slave man's economic teaching. It is a modern day slave mentality teaching as far as economics. Teach the real economics. I remember doing a project in 7th grade where they made you write down where you want to live, what type of house, how many kids, ideal job, X, Y, and Z. And they make you add up your expenses and then tell you how much money you got to make in order to make that feasible. And then they say, oh, well, you got to go to school in order to do that. In reality, that's a slave mentality. Go get in debt to make enough money to live right here, never progress for X amount of years to earn a pension and a retirement and all that, and then that's it. And that is not life. That is not real economics.
No.
You know what I'm saying? But they don't teach that in inner city public schools. Oh, but trust and believe, the economic class at that private school and
teaching the real,
over yonder, they teaching you how your parents and their parents got to the bag.
Right.
But economics in high school is more like based on government. Like what we need is financial literacy. We don't have financial literacy classes.
Right.
So I know like with it's probably why they didn't give me the class this year. But with my seniors, my seniors were getting put into a math class that they did not need to graduate. Really, it was just like something to fill their schedule. So I wasn't teaching them the math that I was supposed to be teaching them. I was teaching them financial literacy. And we were doing credit scores. We were reading credit reports, calculating interest, mortgages, rent, car notes, all of that. Insurance, quoting and making insurance quotes for houses, cars. I did all of that. But that's and that's just stuff that we need. Like when people say, "Oh, I don't know how to do my taxes." Well, that could have been taught in high school, but a lot of these schools don't have financial literacy classes. I know Rialto Unified does not.
And look, and why do you have to do that with seniors? They should have been getting taught this 3 years prior, so that it's.
I say even earlier than that.
We gotta learn things at a certain pace. It's levels to it. You know what I mean? So
but then they
throw
also
it all
have,
on them in 1 year, that don't work.
Yeah, but they also have to have the math basis to even do that. Because if I'm trying to teach them how to calculate the interest on the mortgage, they got to know how to add and multiply and convert decimals to percents and all that.
Absolutely.
We also need Black educators. I think, at my high school, I might be one of 8, 1 of 10 teachers in the school.
Damn.
With that,
Damn.
I don't know. I feel like if we had more Black teachers, especially male, then we would have more boys interested in pursuing careers outside of sports.
Facts.
Yeah, that's facts. I remember back in the day, we had a Black male teacher, me and my brother, in middle school, and he used to he used to go out of his way to be there for us. He used to pick us up, take us to the movies, all type of shit. It was you know what I mean? That was my favorite teacher too.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? I wish I could have had more dudes like him in the school system. That would have been dope.
Yeah, for sure.
And
so that.
I was gonna say, Mike, when you think about it, all the Black teachers that we had, I know for me, all the Black teachers that we had, they were like that.
Yeah, they were.
They showed that they actually cared. I will say, there was
sure.
Mr. Jones.
We had Mr. Bonova. He did not.
I don't know, man. I went to a few Christian schools and them niggas was just
Stop laughing, D.
Hey, bro, I'm gonna say it like this, man. It was a nigga named Mr. Anderson, bro. That's the reason why. This is one of the reasons why I never forget the man's name, Mr. Anderson. So this nigga was like he was our spelling teacher, but Lord Jesus Christ, this man was our spelling teacher. And I was like a very, very good speller, whatever. So nigga, there'd be tests or whatever that this man, he would give us marks because he didn't know how to spell the damn word. So he would. It took my mom to class school and like you know what I'm saying, and talk to this man like, yo, I remember the thing like this nigga gave me the same test. Gave me the same test while I'm sitting there with my mom right there, and I'm sitting there spelling for this man. He's like, oh yeah, you're right. I mean, you're right. So when I say that, I'm like, yo, it's a lot of brothers out here who we are just taking the check, man.
That nigga flew guys in the situation.
I do believe like that type of shit needs to get talked about too, man. Because like, I mean, I think it goes more to your point, when niggas pretty much tell out the white man. And like they're just here to understand the business of it and like move on from it. They don't give a fuck about the actual product. You know what I'm saying? They just want to, you know what I'm saying, get their money from it and move past it. They don't give a shit black, white, Puerto Rican.
The inner city, a lot of inner city teachers lack the compassion for their job. It's just a 9 to 5 to them.
Like
so, you gotta. Teaching is a very, very.
You gotta have patience.
You really gotta give a fuck to be a teacher.
You do, and you gotta have patience, man.
You gotta have patience. You gotta have understanding. Man. You gotta have the willingness to go out your way to do what it is that you are teaching. You know what I mean? Like my brother Jody Mack, he refused to teach his girl how to drive a car because he don't have the patience. But me, I don't mind teaching people how to drive cars or whatever because I'm passionate about cars. Right. If you're not passionate about educating people, why are you here just to get this check? You're hurting people in the long run. You know what I mean?
Well, it's the mentality, bro. I gotta get mine. You better get yours. That's also what plays in the black community. Like, it's the crab in the barrel effect. You feel me? Like it's never like let's help one another to get to the next level. You know what I mean? Like it's a lot of selfishness that goes on. You know what I mean? But the moment we come together as people, we'll be able to take over this world. Because again, because I'm very spiritual, in regards to my beliefs. We're God's children, and that's the reality of it. And like I said, like it's just we're the only race that went through what we went through. You know what I mean? And still going through. So we just, like I said, again, it's just getting to a point that we just stop doing the nonsense, stop doing the BS, and want to educate and help one another. Like I said, it's nothing to help my brothers. You don't always have to. And people, we got to stop getting into the situation where we feel like we got to get something out of helping somebody. Like, if I do this for you, well, what you going to do for me? You get what I'm saying? Like, if you know who you really are, and I don't know, maybe it's because of my teachings from, because I had a dope mom. Like, me and my brother and my siblings, we had a dope mom. Like, and she did it by herself, but she taught us value. Like, you treat people how you want to be treated. Like, you never know who you're going to come across. And it works. It works because sometimes, like, you might not be right on paper, but just your characteristics can get you through doors that, you know what I mean? That sometimes, like, not having the experience won't take you, you know what I mean? But again, it's all about just being compassionate, man. Like, us black people, we're not compassionate no more. I see all the time, and we all can relate to this. We will record some shit, but instead of just stepping in and helping, we scream about police brutality, this and that and that and this and whatnot. But again, it goes back to, oh, well, it's not my problem, but let me put my camera up. That's not helping the situation either.
Yeah, because the community is filled with displaced value and displaced morals.
Mm-hmm. So that's it. And it goes back to, I think, Dino, you said that when it comes to having the black pride. I know back in the 60s and the 70s, nigga, if one of us fought, we all fighting, like we all rumbling, like we all. Now it's kind of like shit. Damn, that's fucked up, and let me, let me go about my way. And I hate to say these other races, and especially white man, he's gonna continue to abuse us and do what he do until we, as people, come together and say enough is enough. Stop talking about it, and and start really taking things to action and showing that we have each other's back. We talk about each other, we backstab each other, we do not work. We spend our money with everybody else except for us.
Right. I was just about to ask that, man. And I'm glad you brought that shit up. Right. That was gonna be the next question. I know it's gonna cover it for the rest of the episode. What do y'all? So each and every one of y'all, like, what do y'all think the state of Black businesses are at right now? Like, as far as support, lack of support, like, what do y'all think we need to do to improve on Black businesses? Like, so we talked about everything from the past, from Black Wall Street, Rosewood, and all that. So in all y'all's opinion, we can go right down the line, my nigga. We're gonna run through it. Like, what do you like?
I can answer that. It's right now it's a double-edged sword because there are a lot of Black businesses popping up, absolutely, but there aren't enough Black folk consuming in those businesses.
Facts.
And that's just really as dry cut as it is. It's a lot, yo, a lot, especially leading up to the pandemic and after the pandemic. And listen, a lot of Black businesses popped up, a lot. Black women has been opening up businesses at a very high rate. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But how do you get the Black community to spend its Black dollar with Black folk? There's a disconnect because you don't put value in this new up and coming business that you put value in them other race established businesses.
You're right.
She has a hairline, but you're still going over there to Miss Wu to fuck with her. You feel me?
Facts.
He just opened up a restaurant, but you still going over there to go fuck with whoever who's selling Black food, but it's owned by a fucking Mexican or Chinese or Oriental, whatever the fuck it is. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I love me some Louisiana fried chicken. I don't know one establishment owned by a Black family.
Facts, bro. Facts.
And you get what I'm saying?
No, I get it.
It's just getting the Black dollar. How do we get the Black dollar? How do we get Black folk to spend their money with other Black folk? It starts with the people that they put value in, these rappers and entertainers and movie stars or whoever the case may be. It's like we follow the trend set by them. And the trends that have been set by them is they want to spend their money at the white man's table. So we got to get away from that, man. We do. We got to get away from that shit.
D, what you just said, bro, is so powerful, bro. Like, not to even real quick, because I'm going to tell you right now, it can start right there with the people that Black people look up to, like these celebrities. It starts with these celebrities. Y'all start fucking with the Black-owned companies and things like that, and that will lead the people to do that because again, you get money off of us. You get money off of us, but you spending it with the white folks. You're not coming down to the hood. You're not coming down and putting money into the communities or setting or supporting these Black-owned businesses because you got a whole. I hate to say it, you're a Black artist, but you got all these white people. Like you got the white road manager, you got the white record label, you got the
white lawyer,
you got the white execs, the white lawyer, you got the white this, the white that. You could put the money into Black, but again, it's the crab in the barrel effect. I will go spend money with somebody else than our own people because we feel like, oh, well, I don't want this person to get ahead of me, or I don't want this person to get this and that and this. You know what I mean?
But sometimes our own people hold us back too, though. You feel me? Yes, a lot of businesses popping up, but you'll have a nigga open up a clothing store last week and then try to charge you $100 for a sweater that you ain't never heard of. Like, come on, my nigga. Like,
who was Cooley before we put a price tag on?
That's the part where I kind of.
That's not it, but you feel me? And then, like, you know what I mean? Like, I try to support Black businesses. Like, you feel me? Like, I knew somebody that had a hibachi, like, you feel me, a little, hibachi thing on the, side with the little cart and all that. I'm trying to support him, you know what I mean? I went over there, you feel me? They like, how much? I'm like, how much the place? They like 25. I'm like, all right, it's chicken and rice and with like carrots and peas. I get the plate, you feel me? Absolute trash, you know what I'm saying? First of all, everything was burnt, you know what I'm saying? And I brung it to him like, hey, I just paid $25 for this. Like, you feel me? Like, you know what I mean? I'm trying to support your business. Can I at least get my money worth? They're like, oh, yeah, well, this is what it is. Like, what? Like, bro, what are you talking about? Like, you want me to spend my hard-earned money to try to support you, but you ain't even got no business equity. Like, what are you talking about? You feel me? So how can you support the black businesses? You feel me? When people don't have business equity, they don't even have enough, you know what I mean, sense to even be business minded.
They do got to supply good product or whatever.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, hold on.
I got one more example.
Can I get one?
I got one more example. Let me just give one more example. You feel me? The homie, I ain't gonna say no name. You feel me? But the homie, he had a little nice little, clothing line. I'm like, cool. You feel me? You my brother. I'ma support you. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, how much is a sweatsuit? You feel me? The nigga like 120. What the fuck, my nigga? You just opened this shit up 2 weeks ago, bro. You feel me? You just got inventory like 2 days ago. 150 a sweatsuit. Okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? I'll buy two. You feel me? I'll still spend with you. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying, like, if I buy two, can I get a little discount? Oh man, you're trying to break me. Like, come on, bro. Like, what are you doing? Like, you can't take $5 off to it. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to support your business. You feel me? Like, you know what I mean? Help a nigga out. You feel me? You want me to help you, help me out. I just think a lot of people just popping up with businesses just to say they have it. You feel me?
Right.
They don't
okay, and it's also the business etiquette. I'm gonna be honest with you. Everybody know Mary Stewart's in Rialto. Everybody knew Mary Stewart's.
Oh yeah.
Mary Stewart. Okay. Food is fire. Black owned. You feel me? The customer service fucking suck. Like, they got attitudes. You know where I'm going. They got attitudes. True story. Right-handed guy. I go in there, we big niggas, bro. So I'm gonna come eat, or I'm gonna come drink. I'm gonna put it back. I'm gonna put it back, nigga. You feel me? So listen, you already knew. So let me tell you how disrespectful. Dina, I never told you this story. Let me tell you how disrespectful this shit was. So I go in, you know what I'm saying? Bing, bang, boom. All right. It's kind of busy, but it's not. So we just standing there. I'm like, all right. So I already got a time clock in my head. Like, all right, I want to sit down, take our drink orders. Let's do what we do. Boom, bang, boom. She comes like she chewing gum real hard. She got an attitude. like okay, how many in your group? I'm like 3. 3. Like, so I'm like, okay, well, the food's fire. Fuck her attitude. I'm still gonna support it. So I'm ordering my food. I'm gonna hurry up, you guys. I'm gonna order my food, whatever. Boom, 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 boom. Like, again, the business etiquette was bad, Ms. D. Like, she gonna say, "Oh, you gonna get nothing but carbs, no vegetables." Like, bitch, that's none of your business. Like, if I want carbs, let me have carbs. Like, that's none of your business. Like, it's none of your business. Like, that's none of your fucking business. If I want carbs, that's what I want. Like, you're not my doctor. You're not my doctor. You're not my doctor. You're not my woman. Just take my order. So then, here's the shit that really made me hit the roof, right? So it takes forever. So she brings the food, and she kind of like just slapped the plate down. Like, I'm just looking like, man, this bitch got a real attitude. And I'm not trying to be mean like that. First of all, I'm like, sister, I respect you, black queen. I'm trying to be nice and shit. But now you turn into a bitch now. Now you just being extra. So I was like, oh, can I get some salt? Can I get some? So she, okay, bad business etiquette. So then I don't know if he had their Kool-Aid. Their Kool-Aid smacking, my nigga. Like, it was just smacking, my nigga. Shit was smacking. So I'm a big nigga. So bro, I'm a big nigga. That's why I'm a diabetic now, bro. So I went to town on the Kool-Aid. D-Nut, I went. Wow. First of all, the cups is about the cups is about this big. You give me majority ice, so you're trying to play me. So me being a big nigga, then you know us being big niggas, what we do when you give us a cup full of ice? I'm gonna eat the ice down, and I'm gonna get some more to drink. So she goes, because I asked every restaurant I go to, I'm like, is there free refills? She was like, yeah. So I'm not gonna lie, I went to town, bro. She gonna go, dang, this is like your 7th cup. Like, it doesn't matter. You said free refill. Like,
I don't know why I talk to this dude. I don't know why I even talk to you, bro. Like, I don't.
Y'all know I'm gonna give you one, bro. Because I had to give y'all one. But I'm just saying that's
what
true.
it is.
Black people, we got bad business etiquette. Sometimes it be attitude. The food was fire. I'm not gonna front. The food was fire. You know what I'm saying? Even though one of the guys in the back that was cooking looked like Cactus Jack, but I was cool. Like, and listen, shout out to all
Mike, you're going to hell, bro.
Listen. Shout out to all. You know I love big women. You know I'm a BBW lover. My brother, his quote has always been, if I can't lift you, I can't get with you. So he lived by that. That's what it is. Now, for me, all the sisters was fat. All the waiters was fat. I was like, I don't know if they're tired. I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
It's a lot of limping.
I'm sorry, man.
I'm not laughing.
I know I'm all subject. I'm sorry, but
hey, yo, mute this nigga right now. Like, mute this nigga. Aunt, what's up with your brother, bro?
Man, I can't. You know what I mean? This is how he been all his life. You know.
Oh my God, dog.
Hey.
I'm sorry. I know we was being serious. Cause I looked at Miss D's face and it's like she turned red. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, you guys. So.
I know. I told him we gonna have fun.
So look, I just want to address the bad business situation with black folks and like black businesses, because I have like, you know, I have a few. So my thing is like, look, well, a few when it comes to like just like this internet shit, like, you know what I'm saying? So, I definitely understand that, and that's very true. But how I mean, like, you know, Walmart be having bad business structure too, and it just don't be black people.
Oh God.
Right.
And so all these other same places have the same shitty ass. Man, anybody gone to the Food for Less off Highland lately? You know what I'm saying? Like, it just. So what I'm saying is like, yeah,
that shit ghetto as hell.
Man, nigga, they had.
Ghetto as hell.
They had 2 people, about 150 motherfuckers trying to check out. So that's what I'm saying. It's like, what we have to understand is, every business is gonna have bad business, and we can't just say, oh, just black people's doing it. We can't really do that, because, nigga, if people want to charge like say 120, 150, whatever for their product, that could definitely be just from like them just getting started, supply and demand. Like, you know what I'm saying? There are a lot of things that definitely go into certain things like that. So if you were to let that business maybe grow maybe 6 months to a year, I'm pretty sure that same sweatsuit would get down to the pricing that you were looking for. Just because that business has finally understood, you know what I'm saying, how to find their product, you know what I'm saying, and making sure the quality is good, and so they can actually please the people. That's you know what I'm saying.
That's not what you said. No, you're right. But it's just like sometimes to us black people, we put it on extra thick. Like, you're right. There's attitudes everywhere, but sometimes it's the unnecessary. Like I know that if I have a business, I'm gonna be very appreciative who walks through my door. Stop acting like I pissed you off, or you get what I'm saying? Like, because it's already it's already a negative narrative. So let's support each other. You feel me? Like, you know, like, do what we do. So it's just kind of like, we just gotta have a better attitude. Not just us, but all around, but us too. Like, that's another reason why some people don't support, because they be like, oh, he acted Hollywood, or oh, this. It's just a negative narrative, you know. But I get what you're saying, bro. Like you're right. You feel me? So
I have a question. Do Black people display the same work ethic as other races? Because, like, I hear a lot of people say, "Oh, the Mexicans got this, they doing that," but Mexicans out there, it's 120 degrees. They out there selling tamales on the corner. They pushing the firemen, walking up and down the street, no matter how hot it is.
Man, you ain't never lied.
Like, would we be out there on the corner selling our stuff under those conditions? And I know it's different because we get fucked with and stuff, but they get fucked with.
No, because we worry about what people think. So if we see somebody out there, like if we see Eugene or my brother, whoever do music out there, like slanging their CDs, like on the side of the street, like, oh, broke ass nigga, like, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're the only race, like, we give it to our, we do us in more than anybody. Like, they don't care. Like, I'm gonna sell these watermelons. I might have 2-3 watermelons up here, but I'm gonna stay out here till I sell them. Us, we ain't gonna do that. If we do that, we're talked about, like, and it's our own people that talk about it. Like, girl, did you see Mike big ass outside selling watermelon? Oh damn, bro, doing bad. Like, it's messed up, but that's really how it is. So, you know, like, if I worked at Metro PCS and I'm twirling that sign and everything like that, and you know, y'all the family and everything, but people that don't like me or whatever, oh damn, that nigga Mike doing bad, like he over there twirling a sign, like, but not looking at the fact that I gotta do what I gotta do to take care of my family.
Right.
We gotta stop caring about what people think about us, like, and just do what we need to do without feeling like we need to talk to. Just to piggyback real quick, we're the only race also too that we can't talk about our problems or anything like that because we'll get talked about.
Talk about it. Let's do it.
Oh man, yeah.
Let's do it. Now, Mike, when you say that, and this goes out to everybody, when you say that, that means if you're going through mental health issues or you're going through anything, like, nigga, if you feel like you ain't got a motherfucking friend in the world to talk to, my nigga, you know what I'm saying? You gotta open up. Fuck what
you have to
about that shit. Seriously, man, because that
you have to,
nigga, that shit is gonna consume you, and there's nothing good that's gonna come out of that shit. So
well, it's not, and that's how it is, because if we talk about mental health, even though it's a big light shined on it, because everybody, it's a universal issue. But again, think about it. In a black race, in a black community, a lot of us come from strong black families. Oh, we consider that weak. Oh, you know what I mean? Like, you know, we don't talk about our problems because, you know, that we was trained that's weakness. You know what I mean? Like, oh, we'll shake it off. Like, you know, this and that and that and this, instead of just like, hey, let me talk to you about it. We've been in situations, and we probably come from families where if you tell something that's really deep to you in a heated argument, what's the first thing that's thrown at you?
One of your traumas.
Then it becomes what? It becomes violent. Then it becomes, you get what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, we got to stop with that too. You feel me? Like, oh, like, yeah, I could talk to you, but we gossip the most. Everybody gossip, but we gossip the most. And the reason why I say we, and I know a lot of people would probably might not agree with me, but we got to take accountability. It starts with us. We have to take accountability. We got to stop talking about each other. We got to be truthful to each other. We got to be honest with each other, because honesty turns into hate. Just like I told you then, okay, this goes out for people that checks our podcast out and everything, that sits there and, you know, talk about God. There's some people that don't believe in God. I understand that. I respect that. But my thing is this: don't push your narrative because that's what you want, because I'm not pushing mine. I believe what I believe in, you believe in what you believe in, but because we're black and it's always us, it's always us. We can't agree to disagree, because if we disagree, then say I get into it with D-Nut. Mike's a hater because I didn't agree with D-Nut, or D-Nut's a hater because he didn't agree with me. Like, we can't just say we agree to disagree. We're the only race that we make it bigger than what it is, instead of just leaving it right there.
Right.
Same thing with street politics and everything like that. It's like, think about it. Niggas that sit there, politic, this and that, and that, and this and that, and that, and this. Again, we are our own poison. Let's stop shooting ourselves with the poison. Let's stop being negative towards each other. And it starts with us. And until us as people get together and really love one another the way that we're supposed to and get that envy out of our hearts and that jealousy out of our hearts, ain't nothing going to change. The white man going to always control us. We're going to always be in last place because of that right there. So let's take accountability, people. Period.
But you can apply that to the question that D asked, like the black man's work ethic. Do you know how many? Let me tell you how it applies though, because the moment you feel like your work isn't being valued in the workplace, the black man, fuck this job, fuck that. I'm gonna do the bare minimum. Let me go ahead. It ain't beneficial for me to be a hard worker because I'm not being valued the way I feel like I should be valued. So now, why should I put in this effort for this, that, and the third? Regardless of what it is, whether you work in a warehouse job or selling your fucking CD on the corner or whatever. Right. The moment you feel like you aren't being compensated for your effort the way you think so, the nigga take a step back. Oh, it's not working for me. Whatever too many people have that mentality. So now we're all looked at as not hard workers or whatever the case may be, instead of one, taking accountability, two, putting your pride aside, ego, whatever the case may be, and just moving forward. You know what I mean?
And just to tie to what you just said, bro. And just to tie to what you just said, bro, it's the same thing in a relationship, because that's a jewel that you just dropped. It's the same thing. What you just said, that's universal to black relationships too.
Yeah, of course, absolutely.
Same thing.
The moment you don't feel valued, your effort decreases the moment you feel like you're not valued. And that is like that amongst the black community, especially in the work field. I know I had went through a temp agency. My little sister was like, man, you need to come work with me. We were working for the Walmart distribution center in Chino, right? I went through a temp agency and got that job. I bullshit you not. For a whole month and a half, I was #1 every single night in the fucking pick mod. I don't know who knows anything about the pick module, nigga. That's like the hardest work there. I'm #1, killing. You know,
I quit in 2 days.
They didn't value me at all, and they let my black ass go over some fucking warehouse gossip. So you know what I said? I would never, ever be on work on time, break my back, volunteer for overtime. Fuck that. I'm going to go and get it on my own, nigga. Fuck that. I'm not working for no fucking warehouse. But then they say, oh, that's some lazy man mentality. This is wrong with the black people. Nah, nigga, I wasn't valued, so I did, nigga. Like, you feel me? Like, fuck that. I would never again. Never again.
I did. Just Dina, I
didn't get a pay increase.
I did the pick line for 2 days and I quit, man.
There's a reason why I don't work in the warehouse, bro.
Hey, my nigga said 2 days it was out of there.
Hey, you already know, bro. I was like, nah, this is for me.
But look, dog, I really stuck it out, bro, and I really excelled. I didn't get no bonuses. I didn't get no motherfucking pat on the back. It was just, hey, D's #1 again. Okay, cool. But the moment something arise, it was like, you're out of here, nigga. Cool. I have no value in this fucking workplace. So why the fuck should I be the best there is at doing this shit? When I can apply that to my own shit. Nigga, fuck y'all.
Man. So look, man, I'm about to get ready to tune it down. I want to, on the positive side, this question. So,
no, I'm a great worker.
Najra, what do you personally love about us, about black people in general? What do you love about us the most? I'm gonna ask everybody that question.
You know one thing?
Yeah.
That's hard. One thing?
I got one off the top.
I mean,
our
culture. I mean, okay, okay, we're the trendsetters. Everybody wants to do that.
There we go.
I like that. I like that.
Yeah,
that.
You answered it. Yeah.
On game. On game.
I love it.
What do you love?
Ain't nothing. This is power. This is
I'm a mama.
We on sunburn. We on
I'm a
sunburn. You feel me?
Yeah,
I'm a mama.
like,
I'm a
like,
mama.
dominant fucking. That's why I love it, man. What about you,
Yeah.
man? What you love about us the most, bro? Just one thing.
I say physically, we're different from every species. You know what I mean? Everybody must. So that's what I love about black people. You know what I mean? It's a be black. You know what I mean? Well, to be existent. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
You got some melanin from somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I let them know.
We the ones. We the people. Like, but that's another conversation. So, you know.
Your turn. I see you in the corner. What you love about us the most, girl? I know
Everything. Shit. Everything.
Everything.
Everything. The culture, everything. Our food, the men, everything.
Yeah. Say it a little bit louder for the people in the back. Like
You
they
know what I'm
didn't
saying?
hear that.
For real,
They
for
didn't
real.
hear that.
You know what I mean?
The man, this man right here.
Yes.
Amen.
Yo,
Yes. Yes. We gotta raise it up for that one. Yes.
Hey,
Yeah.
look. Hey, look, man. I'm gonna keep it 100. I love the fact that we the original people. We are the original. It starts with us, it ends with us, and everything in the middle is us. You know what I mean? We were created in God's liking. We are God-alike. And y'all gonna recognize that. You know what I mean? And that's
And I love our black sisters. Ain't nothing like a black sister.
Hey, God's greatest creation was a black
You
woman.
understand me? Yes.
God's
Lord.
greatest creation was a black woman.
Yes, Lord. No disrespect to no other races, but
you know what I'm saying? Listen, I would have loved to have seen Eve in the nude, walking around with the hips and ass and shaped the way that these black women shape.
Yes, Lord.
Get up out of here. Listen, dude, the fact that we are the original means everything to me, dude. That I'm so proudful. I don't know if God knew my spirit was supposed to be in a black male's body, but it was like I was born to be a black man because I'm proud and just prideful of being me. You know what I mean? I swear to goodness I am, dog. I love my blackness, and I put it in everybody's face every day.
Yeah. I'm talking about
every day.
Yep. We are the creators of everything.
Everything.
So that's what I love about that.
Yes.
The creators of everything.
See why I love them?
There is no this without us. Nothing.
Absolutely.
That's what I'm talking about, man. You feel what the fuck is going on? Y'all feel this shit? That's what it is, man. Look, I want to thank each and every one of y'all for coming out tonight, man. This was a dope episode. And thank you, bro. Came out, man. I told you I was gonna get you on. This last coming back show for show. Glad you came out. Man, La, E-Nut, just look at that dog, man.
Miss D.
That's a beautiful night right there. You feel me? I love it.
Hey, Mike called it. I ain't gonna lie.
I
Mike
called it on gang shit. Yeah, hey, on everything I called it.
Yeah, he called it.
La good. Hey, my nigga, I told you. You already know. You know what I'm saying?
Nadra, thank you, girl. You came out, did your thing.
Yes, ma'am.
That's my favorite teacher right there.
Yeah.
You feel me?
She gonna be running Rialto in the next year.
Yeah, run the toe. Run the toe.
Just don't be letting them kids have you in there listening to Trippie Redd and Lil Yachty, and you'll be okay.
Oh, yeah. NBA young boy.
Keep letting them know. Keep teaching them about their credit and finances. I loved how you touched on that.
Yeah.
That's so important.
I love it, man. Well, shit, man. With that being said, man, thank y'all for coming out. Live streaming tomorrow. Structure black people. We did that. Love you, brother. We out of here, man.
And
everybody get some rest, man.
TikTok, nigga.
We need to call Mike.
And keep your ass off TikTok, nigga.
Mike, we about to call you right now.
What we do?